So good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. Ed Graff, Superintendent, Minneapolis Public Schools. Tonight, we're going to have a briefing from our Board of Education Executive Committee. And so I will start with just some opening remarks. In this briefing also, again, if you have any questions at the end, I'm going to ask you to direct them to our Communications Director, Julie Schultz-Brown. So it's really just an opportunity for the Executive Committee to share some information with all of you in the public. So with that, good evening. Thank you for being here. Obviously, we're still in the space of continuing to negotiate with the MFT and ESP unions, and we are deeply committed to coming to a mutual agreement. Been working hard over the last couple of days to do so, and it is our strong desire to get our kids back in school in front of their teachers, their educators, principals, and everyone else. And I know that that is a shared agreement and understanding for all of our families and our staff and our community members. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Chair Ellison and let her begin.
Thank you, Superintendent. Thank you for coming out tonight. I'm here to update our school community and the city about the status of our contract negotiations. As chair of the board, I'm here to say that the board is deeply committed to reach an agreement with our staff that acknowledges their dedication and ensures that our students can return to school. The challenges we are facing are extraordinary. In addition to the financial constraints, which I'll let our treasurer discuss, we strive to better serve our families and employees of color. The board remains committed and focused on proposals that both focus on the recruitment and retainment of our staff of color.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Caprini. I'm the board treasurer. Our board is responsible for ensuring the long-term financial health of our district. We know that without the support from the state, specifically to close special education and English language learner service funding gaps, we will continue to financially struggle year after year. We know this shows up in our classrooms. It is our students and staff that end up bearing the burden. These funding issues, unfortunately, are not exclusive to Minneapolis. Minnesota does not fully fund the cost of education. Funding increases have not kept up with the cost of inflation for decades. Despite these challenges, we have provided a proposal that is significantly increases our spending. We are doing this in recognition of the extraordinary work of our staff over the last 2 years, despite the financial risk. If accepted, we will have to make other drastic cuts unless the state provides additional funding in the next 2 years. We know that this does not meet the current demands of the unions. Unfortunately, we have reached our financial limit. We understand some people are wanting to take an even bigger risk, much bigger financial risk, in the hopes that the state's increase will come. In our assessment, any further permanent spending would not be responsible. We would not be a responsible move for the board. Thank you. I'll pass it on to Vice Chair Arneson.
Hello, I'm Jenny Arneson. I'm the board's vice chair, and I'd like to highlight a few key offers currently on the table for the unions to consider. Unprecedented, we have included a class size proposal in contract language that guarantees class size caps at our highest need schools. For the ESPs, we are implementing salary steps in year 2 on par with the teacher's system of pay. In addition, we are increasing the base pay. Over the next 2 years, the ESPs will see an average of a 9% increase to their salary. For the ESPs, we are pleased to correct one of our long-standing inequities. So our offer includes an 8% increase both years to our lowest paid ESPs. In addition, our offer includes a $3,000 bonus for all ESPs. The district has offered teachers a better wage proposals than what was recently accepted in St. Paul. The district also proposed over $3 million in mental health in one-time investments aligned to the union's top priorities. And now Director Inns.
Hi, I'm Nelson Inns. I'm the board clerk. Guided by the board since October, Chair Ellison and MPS leadership have participated in 40 mediation sessions with the MFT. Additionally, the board has met in many executive emergency sessions. The board chair, and district team have been and will continue to remain available around the clock. We see and appreciate the community support for the Minneapolis teachers and the ESPs. As a public school teacher myself, I understand all too well how difficult the past 2 years have been on those working in public education and all those working in public service for that matter. We, the members of this board ourselves, are union members. We are parents of MPS students, relatives and friends of teachers. Our already vulnerable children in Minneapolis have been out of school for 4 additional days, and we have been working our hardest to bring an end to this strike for the good of everyone. We wish we had the resources to provide everything that is being asked for the sake of our students and our teachers, but we simply don't. The financial reality is we're not going to have any more funding tomorrow. We're not going to have it in 6 weeks. We're not going to have it next year. We have been fighting at the state for more funding as long as I have been on this board, and we remain committed to being flexible within our current budget proposals. This is not propaganda or a bargaining ploy, it is a fact. Director Ellison.
Thank you. Like many of you, we are disappointed that the state has not provided additional funding despite a $9 billion budget surplus. We will continue to advocate for our community and our students at the state level, and we welcome your partnership in doing so. Thank you.
The union says that finances are not that far apart, but it's a matter of contract language versus the memorandum.
Sorry, we're not getting any questions tonight. I'd be happy to answer them. I'll be happy to give you the information you need. They just want to give them information. I'm happy to talk to you.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Oh,
But the finances are, what the union said, the finances